Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. Today, I got my favorite co-host with me, not this douchebag on the screen. The douchebag I'm married to. Say hi.
Okay, I'm apparently a bag of vinegar water. Hi, this is Jay, aka Dr. Bad Vibes. You can find me on YouTube and Twitch playing video games. But today I'm here to talk about
Whatever Jen tells you.
whatever Jen has on this screen here. It's charity.
Yeah, so we saw a funny news article that got our attention, so we thought we'd just make fun of it and have some fun. Why not, right? So it says Harry and Meghan's Archwell Foundation exposed as they worked 1 hour a week. How about that?
So this article came from Express, which I believe is a UK-based news organization.
So that means Prince Harry hates them, yeah.
Oh yeah. He's got some phobia against reporters, right?
Except for the ones covering his stories. He likes those.
And himself.
Yeah.
So Prince Harry and Meghan Markle worked 52 hours for their Archwell Foundation in 2021, while drawing in 13 million, parentheses 10 million, from wealthy backers. The charity's latest tax filing shows. So I don't know much about, the tax structure of a charity. I know they're mostly BS. I have no idea if there's been any reform, but I know pro athletes always immediately formed a charity in Delaware, and all their best friends were suddenly board members. Stuff like that. I assume there must be some reason they had to show they worked 1 hour a week, maybe, unless it's that part. Yeah, I mean, who knows? I mean, if there's any accountants watching this, let us know.
Yeah.
But I mean, either way, they worked 52 hours, and I believe it said they got most of that money from two people.
We'll get into that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, while the rest of the country is breaking their backs over 40 hours a week for a year, total, a week, they've basically done a work week over the course of a year and made more money than most people would make in a lifetime. So, again, let's talk about how much they're victims and have struggled.
And how they preach about financial independence. Yeah, I'd say you have that. So yeah, this article states Prince Harry and Meghan Markle worked a total of 1 hour a week or 52 hours a year at their Archwell Foundation in 2021. A new tax filing shows. The couple will inevitably face questions over what they have been doing with their time, posing for press, given that they have made the humanitarian charity their priority since moving stateside. You guys, he was busy making up lies for a book.
I still think the craziest thing is the fact that they put that they only worked 1 hour a week in a government filing. I mean, surely they'd know that would blow up in their face. And again, what form are they using? I've never had to report hours worked on anything. I mean, I've never had a I've never had a fraudulent charity or anything like that. But yeah, it's odd. But it is an odd number too. It sounds like the minimum required. But if you're gonna lie, at least make it sound like you did something.
The tax documents shared with Daily Mail show Archwell reportedly gave out $3 million, which is 2 million pounds, in grants while raising $13 million, 10 million pounds, from wealthy donors and 4,500 in public donations. Who's giving to these people from the public? The latest tax return shows it was mostly propped up by two wealthy philanthropists who contribute a combined $13 million while taking in a meager 4,470 from the public.
So, again, they made all that money off of two people, essentially. The part that makes me laugh is they made about $4,000 from the general public, which I had to Google it. As of 2023, it looks like there's about 336 million people in the U.S., which I guess you could donate from anywhere in the world, but, let's just say it's in the U.S., and they only got $4,000 out of, a quarter of a billion people or whatever. I'm sure babies can't donate, but I mean, that's just crazy. I mean, I think that kind of lines up with the public perception. That part makes me laugh. So if they had basically two donors, I mean, well, Oprah and who else? Gail. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah, I wonder. I hope this money's actually going to some kind of charitable thing. Who knows? Like, have they said what the purpose of this charity is? I've heard the name, but I know nothing about it.
Yeah, this sounds shady as shit. And you know what strikes me? Just thinking, I don't know why I'm stuck on that 4,000 from random people. It strikes me funny. You know what it is? They're those assholes that would run a business and then keep the tips for their worker that were meant for their workers. So it's probably one of their employees got tips or something, and they were like, "No, those are ours. You work for us."
So to break it down, Archwell received a total of just over 13 million, with 10 million coming from an individual donor, 3 million from another, and 4,470 from other contributions and grants. Oh, so there's grants involved too.
Oh.
So like that 4,000 is not even like total donations.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, well, like one person donated. Did it come from like the podcast Patreon?
I have no idea.
But yeah, so somebody dropped 10 million. That's probably Oprah. That's like couch change for her. And then the other one, I guess that would be the Gail probably. And who knows? It's probably like they do a speaking engagement and then they, you know, rather than get paid, they're like, "Oh, we'll donate to your charity," and then it slides through the cracks where the IRS can't touch it. Just a guess. I don't know.
So it goes on to say that the charity doled out $163,085 on salaries. Can they call it a charity though? I thought that was the whole thing. I need to go back and find that page in Lady C's book. She kind of summed it up where it's not really a charity, but they kind of call it a charity. I'm not sure. Okay, anyway, they doled out $163,085 on salaries, according to the filings, while Harry and Meghan don't take a salary from Archwell. Yeah, right? We just found out their house is owned by Archwell, so there's their salary. CEO James Holt also works an hour a week and receives $59,846 salary and $3,832 in other benefits, which means he's earning $1,224 an hour. Does that sound shady to anybody else?
Well, I guess he's at least one person that doesn't have to complain about not getting enough hours. That's ridiculous. And I've heard lots of stories about charities in this light. I don't know all the details. I mean, there's so many different organization structures and scams. Charities. I think. I have no idea. There's probably multiple types, but I think at the end of the day, for most of them, they only have to donate like 5% of their earnings to charity. So there've been a lot that have come under fire for that because they'll raise tons of millions of dollars, and then the CEO gets like $1 million salary for basically nothing, and then whoever it's going to just gets like a tiny sliver of that pie. And I mean, if they're claiming to do something, that sounds important. I mean, that's kind of shady and ridiculous. So yeah, Jen just pulled this up. So Archwell, which is based in Beverly Hills, is a mix of for-profit and not-for-profit business organizations.
I did not know that. I did not know that could be a thing. That sounds even shadier.
That's very strange. I mean, like, I know when you get into like public, like local government, you can run into that, like a hospital or something. Part of it may be nonprofit, and part of it may be for-profit. But what are they doing?
I don't know. Yeah, if there's any accountants or anything in the comments, like Jay said, leave us comments. This just sounds so weird. Why would you combine for-profit and not-for-profit? I thought the whole thing on the not-for-profit / charity side is the tax benefits. But anyway, okay, the article goes on to say there are two other salaries on the tax return. $40,867 for, quote, program service. What? And $22,811 for, quote, management and general expenses. Is that like Meghan's clothes? I don't know. It'd be more than that. The Daily Mail has reported this suggests that the charity has 3 staff on the payroll, one being the CEO, another delivering programs, and administrative assistant. How pissed must the other two be that the one guy's making like, what, $1,200 an hour? That sucks. Since 2018, 16 employees have left the organization, which comprises a mix of nonprofit and for-profit business, including Archwell Productions and Archwell Audio. Other expenses on the return total $727,666.
Mark of the beast.
Oh my God. Yeah. Wow. Including 427. Oh, that's your other number, 420. $427,110 on legal fees, 69,000, your other favorite number, 042 on conferences, conventions, and meetings, and $12,096 on travel. All right, talk to me like I'm 5. What is all this bullshit? Are they just paying themselves? What's going on here, you think?
Yeah, so we're just guessing, speculating. I mean, nobody would really know unless they had to audit the books and show.
I want to do that.
Yeah, I had to see all the receipts. Although I do see one. It looks like he spent $69,420 on Mummy's face cream. Huh, that's weird.
Yikes.
I'm teasing. Don't believe that, please.
Oh, God.
But we don't know. We don't know what's on the sheets. But the tax sheets, not the bed sheets. But I mean, it's so we've heard this our whole lives. I mean, anybody that's paid attention to the news, people make charities, they do shady stuff with them, from local ones to international ones. Like I presume this one is, or at least nationally known one. I guess her podcast is tied into it somehow, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Archwell Audio is a subheading under Archwell. So
yeah, maybe that's the thing they got to list as for profit. I don't know.
But the guy from Spotify got let go because that was one of the things he spent too much money on.
Oh,
no, not joking.
There you go.
I think that's
where did we try to listen to that? Was that
Patreon?
That was a Patreon thing. Oh my God, that was one of the worst podcasts I've ever listened to.
Oh God.
I've blocked that from my brain. I don't remember what I said about it, but it was all negative. If you want to hear it, go to Patreon. I'm not going to bring that back up. My God.
Oh, but we did cover the bench.
Yeah, very similar. I think somebody pointed out that she uses the same speaking voice in both instances. But yeah, that book she wrote, that's probably part of this too, I guess. Yeah.
True.
Oh my God. It's like, I think as I described it, it's it's so try hard to check all the PC boxes. It's like the freaking Burger King Kids Club from the 90s. Google that image if you want to know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, stuff keeps getting weirder because apparently in their filing, they said that Archwell's core purpose is to, quote, uplift and unite communities. It's more their word salad BS that Lady C so eloquently points out isn't actually anything. I say it all the time, but it reminds me of that, oh God, now I'm drawing a blank. Forgetting Sarah Marshall. That's funny, I forgot that. But remember Aldous Snow, we got to do something. It's just no specific plan of action. That's their plan.
I love that they had to put that BS on the filing, and that makes me laugh. So I hope when it made it to the IRS, there's some, very tenured old person, some guy in a smoke-filled room that takes his little green visor off and puts it over his heart and goes, "They're finally helping. They're doing it for all of us." And then he's like, "Nah." I mean, it's the whole thing. I don't even know what to say. It just gives me a headache thinking about it. So I'm going to go take some Tylenol, and if you want to hear more from us, we are on Patreon, and you can find me also on YouTube and Twitch as Dr. Bad Vibes. Play video games. I don't know anything about news, so don't go there for news, but you can go there for video games.
But if you do want to donate $10 million to us, we'll set up a charitable organization and figure out a way to get around the taxes. Don't worry. Well, guys, we're going to go see if we can commit some tax fraud. Just kidding. Don't come after us if you're in the IRS. Yeah, we're just kidding. They don't care about our $12 and how we filed that. Actually, no, they care harder about our $12 and how we filed that versus whatever, $12 million. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. Again, check out Jay's channel, Dr. Bad Vibes. You can talk to him about, you can leave him comments about Meghan and Harry. He pretends like he doesn't know, but he gets sucked in just like I do. We appreciate you so much. Again, if you want to further support, check out Patreon, patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps. I'm not joking. We have the best time over there. We have the best core group of people. They're hilarious. We make dirty jokes. It's a lot more free over there. But thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate it.
And again, please don't send the IRS after us, because I saw that one they had wrestling for WWF in the 90s. He will beat our asses, and I do not want to deal with that.
Wow. Again, wrong audience. Talk on your channel about that shit. Now, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.